Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're diving into one of the most intense moments of the Cold War, the Cuban Missile Crisis. This was a time when the world came incredibly close to nuclear war. Let's break it down so it's easy to understand. After World War II, the world was divided into two main camps, the United States and its allies, and the Soviet Union and its allies. These two superpowers were in a Cold War, which means they were in a state of political and military tension without actually fighting each other directly. Now, let's set the scene. In 1959, Fidel Castro led a revolution in Cuba and overthrew the government. He then aligned Cuba with the Soviet Union, which made the US very nervous because Cuba is just 90 miles from Florida. In October 1962, American spy planes took photos showing that the Soviet Union was building nuclear missile sites in Cuba. These missiles could reach most parts of the United States within minutes, posing a direct threat. President John F. Kennedy and his advisors had to act fast. They decided on a naval blockade to prevent more Soviet missiles from reaching Cuba. They called it a quarantine to avoid the implications of a full military blockade. For 13 days, the world watched as the US and the Soviet Union engaged in intense negotiations. There were moments when it seemed war might break out. American forces were on high alert, and the threat of nuclear war was very real. Eventually, a deal was struck. The Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba. In return, the US promised not to invade Cuba and secretly agreed to remove American missiles from Turkey, which were close to the Soviet Union. The Cuban Missile Crisis led to better communication between the superpowers. They set up a direct hotline between Washington, D.C. and Moscow to help prevent future crises. The Cuban Missile Crisis was a turning point in the Cold War. It showed how close we can come to disaster, but also how diplomacy and negotiation can prevent it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more history videos. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, leave them in the comments below. See you next time.